Hey everybody, Eric Sandstrom here with Prime Lending, the Guideline Guru. I'm going to be chatting about a new product today. It's called Unison. It's a really cool product, so pay close attention to it. It might be something that you really want to take advantage of. Okay. So first and foremost, we're going to be talking about who is Unison, what do they do, what's a good reason to use the product that is being launched, and what are the qualifying factors behind it, and then what happens when you sell the home. Okay, so let's first start and talk about who is Unison. Unison's actually been around for quite a long time, I believe 20 years now, and what they normally invest in is pensions and annuities. And as we all know, pensions and annuities, the rate of return on those is typically somewhere around 4 to 5%. So what the company has decided is to get into the real estate market. Why? The real estate market typically has a 4 to 5% appreciation per year. So it's made it a wise investment for them to get into that market. So now that we know who Unison is and what they're doing, let's chat a little more about what they do. So Unison now is matching your down payment. So literally, let's say you put the required down payment down, which is 10%. Unison is coming in and matching that other 10% to make it a full 20. So that's going to take a few different, it's going to do a few different things. One of them, it's going to lower your monthly payment. It's going to strengthen the offer that you're making on the home because you're putting a 20% down payment instead of 10. It could allow you to qualify when you wouldn't normally qualify, and a few other things as well that we'll be discussing throughout this video. So really cool, double your down payment. And I actually have something pretty nifty here for agents if they want to hang this from their open house signs. Basically, it shows double your down payment. What this will do is create conversations. People are going to ask you, what is this? Double my down payment. Free money, right? Almost. Okay. So let's chat about reasons to use this product. Okay. So a couple different reasons that I would use it for. One, I don't want to put a significant amount down right now on a property. Let's just say I don't have it. I've got 10%, but I want to make my payment affordable. I'm going to use that Unison product. I'm going to put that extra 10% down that Unison provides. By the way, there is no payment attached to that at all whatsoever. So the monthly payment that you're going to have is not based off of a second lien that Unison is doing. None of that. It is all just, Unison is basically considered gift funds. That's how we list it in the application. Okay, so a monthly payment at 10% down, you're going to have mortgage insurance. It's going to be higher, obviously, because the loan amount's higher. So when you have that extra 10%, it's going to eliminate the mortgage insurance and make that payment ultimately more affordable. Okay, so really what it comes down to is making the payment more affordable. Now it is a kind of an equal partnership with both you and Unison. When I say equal, Unison is taking the little short end of the stick, but they're doing that for the benefit of you as the buyer. Okay, so we're going to be talking about that in an example here, but we'll get there. So we've talked about who is Unison, what do they do, and then reasons to use this product. Let's talk about qualifying factors. You must have a 680 credit score or above. You must be putting 10% down. Now 5% of that 10% can be a gift. And from what the Unison rep told me, we are one of the few, if not only, lenders out there that can actually do a 5% gift funds and then 5% borrower's own funds. So that's pretty cool and unique to Prime Lending. Okay, so we've got that, and now let's chat about what happens when you sell the home. Okay, I'm going to bring up a little slide here that we're going to chat about, and that's going to break down a little bit about what Unison does and how they participate in it. Okay, So while we're looking at this slide, it's based off of a $500,000 purchase price with a 20% down payment. So initial borrower investment 50K and Unison investment 50,000 as well to reach the 20% down payment of 100,000. Okay, Unison only takes a 35% share of the profit or loss, so that's pretty cool. And then the borrower's share of the profit or loss is 65%. So that share is much larger. Okay. The other thing that Unison does not take advantage of is the equity that you've built up from paying the loan balance down. Okay, so if you've bought the house, you've got a loan amount of 400,000, they're basing that equity position off of the purchase price, okay? Not how much you've paid the loan down during the period of time before you sell it. So if you've had the loan for 15 years, you've paid the loan down to 200,000, and then all of a sudden you want to sell it, that 200,000 that you've paid down in equity is not going to be taken away from you by Unison. Unison is going to start at that 500,000 and then go up from, basically go up or down from there. So as you see, this current slide that you're looking at, there's going to be three different scenarios. There's going to be an increase in value, a decrease in value, and no change in value. Okay, and this is assuming that it's 10 years later. So let's chat about that first one, that increase in value. So let's say you sell the house 10 years later for 550,000. You bought it for 500K, so obviously the increase in value is 50,000. Unison is going to take 17,500 of that, and then the borrower is going to take 32,500 of that increase in value. So Unison is also going to recoup their initial investment. And if you look, the next screen over, it says to lender. That's that right there. You'll see the payoff. That's the payoff. So the 315 is what the borrower owes at this time. Okay, so Unison is going to take their initial investment that they invested, which was 50,000, and then they're going to take the 17,500 profit, which leaves to you 167,500. Okay, so pretty cool. So obviously a benefit there. In this case, let's say the market crashes and all of a sudden there's a decrease in home values and the home goes down to 450,000. So there's a decrease of 50,000 in this value of the home. Okay, so Unison is going to share in that decrease in value. They're going to lose 17,500. You as the borrower are going to lose 32,500. But at the same time, this is still 10 years beyond, so you've paid the loan balance down to 315. And as you can see, Unison is taking the 50,000 minus the $17,500 loss. So again, they're getting hit for that loss. So they're only taking 32,500. As you can see, the borrower is still going to significantly profit from this sale because they've paid the loan balance down. They're going to get 102,500. Pretty cool. Next is going to be no change in value. So if we've got no change in value, you've got a 500,000 sale price, so literally nothing. Unison gets 0, you get 0. Okay, all Unison is going to get, as you can see to the right-hand side, is the 50,000 that they initially invested. So the profit to the homeowner at that time is going to be 135,000. So we can look at this in a few different ways. One, if the market crashes and the home values do go down, which of course that's been being talked about quite a bit, then they're going to share in the depreciation. But the reason that they're doing this, that Unison is doing this, is when somebody buys a primary residence, it's going to be the last property that they would foreclose on, right? Let's say they have an investment in a second home as well. They're going to save that primary home before they're going to save that investment. So Unison has found that the risk level of these loans is very minimal in regards to utilizing this as an investment tool for them. So if you have any questions about this program, you want to learn more, you want to get an idea of what your payments would be if you utilize the Unison down payment product, please let me know. I'd love to go over some details, some terms and stuff like that with you so you can understand it a little bit more. I've also had the chance to talk about this with my accountant, and he and I both agree that this is a great product just for the simple aspect that they are willing to share in the future appreciation or depreciation of the home. Okay, so that's going to be it for today for the Unison double your down payment loan. If you have any questions, please call me, email, text, whatever it may be, and we'll make sure to go over everything in detail. Again, this is Eric Sandstrom, the Guideline Guru with Prime Lending. Thanks a bunch. Talk soon.